We're here at E3, and one thing that everyone is talking about is virtual reality. Specifically, a lot of people came here hoping to hear a little bit more about Sony's virtual reality project, Project Morpheus. Now, the company didn't actually say a whole lot about it at its press conference on Monday night. Executives later said that that's because virtual reality isn't something you can talk about very well, you kind of have to experience it. So that's what I did. Now, the games that Sony is showing off fall into one of two categories. There's your traditional video games where you have a gun, you point it at stuff and shoot. And then there are some other ones that are a little bit more fanciful. One thing they showed was kind of a 3D Tetris. It was neat, but do you really need to put on a headset to play a game that you've been able to do on a Game Boy? In another demo, you played as a flying horse. You actually sat on a bicycle and pedaled to make the horse run. It was neat, but if you had it in your house, you have to have a bike that hooked onto a VR headset. There's another game where it's a soccer game. You don't actually play in a game. The whole thing is practice heading a ball into the goal, where you actually move your head to do so. On the more traditional side, there are several shooter games. One in which you're sitting in the passenger seat of a car, shooting at motorcyclists as they come by. And one in which you're holding a sort of toy gun and shooting at big spiders and other things in an alien world. Something you'd recognize if you are used to playing video games. We've reached the point where the hardware on things like Oculus and Morpheus is pretty much there. It's good looking, it's comfortable, it doesn't make you sick. The next question is, are the games going to be there? Oculus showed off some pretty interesting stuff the week before E3, and from what Sony has here on the floor, it seems like they're off to a pretty good start as well.